Uncle Howdy just had another major reveal for who's behind his faction, so we'll see what's new there, and who just basically got confirmed for the group. Starting things off with one of the biggest Uncle Howdy return teases so far. The past few weeks of the Howdy teasers have been full of him teasing on how he has to put a new family together, how he accepted these certain individuals that were ignored and forgotten about, and how he was able to place them right into a big new happy family. Well, Uncle Howdy was back again on May 23rd with another big live stream on the WWE's Twitch channel. May 23rd was also Bray Wyatt's birthday, so it was nice to see these teasers and big advancements within the Bray Wyatt universe taking place on that specific date. And the teaser was pretty massive and easily the most revealing one to date. In the live stream, a pair of hands, presumably belonging to Uncle Howdy, writes out several letters to several different individuals. And even though Howdy never addresses the individuals by name in any of the letters, each of the letters contains several context clues about who he's writing them out to. The first letter appeared to be intended for Erick Rowan and said the following, quote, "It is never easy to feel loss. You have lost too much already. You deserve to be set free. I know you are angry. That is okay. Let me show you what anger can do. When you are ready to take off that blindfold, come find me. You can always wear your mask." End quote. Uncle Howdy's obviously referring to Erick Rowan's big losses to be the massive losses of both Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Both of Erick Rowan's original Wyatt family brothers have tragically passed so young and unexpectedly, and Howdy truly does feel for him because of that. But Howdy wants to take Erick's severe losses and show him what he can turn all those emotions into. Howdy even closes Erick's letter off by telling him he could even wear and bring back his Wyatt family sheep mask if he so pleases to. The second letter appears to be meant for Nikki Cross. Howdy had this to say to her, quote, "I'm so sad seeing you look for a friend and finding none. How sad for them to miss out on someone as special as you. I have watched you stare into the abyss, hoping someone would look back. I want you to know I see you. You are seen. You are loved. Come home. Your new family awaits." End quote. The context clues there for that letter is Howdy obviously referencing Nikki Cross's recent series of trances, where she just stares into nothing on Raw. Howdy points out how no one has ever come up to Nikki during those moments, and how they always leave her all alone. He wants her to know that he has noticed her and wants her to join his new family. The third note is meant for Dexter Lumis. Howdy had this to say to him, quote, "You had a family, you had friends, you did your best. They revealed themselves to be liars. Your family betrayed you. You deserve better. You are accepted just as you are. Come to me and I will make you brand new." End quote. Howdy is referring to the Way faction that Dexter Lumis was a part of in NXT. Howdy points out how every member of Dexter's old faction is liars, because even though they claim themselves to be family in NXT, none of the members have checked up on Dexter in a long time. Gargano, Candice LeRae, Austin Theory, and Indy Hartwell are all doing their own thing and regularly appearing every week on WWE programming. But Dexter Lumis is the only one that fell through the cracks and disappeared from television. So Howdy wants to lift Dexter out of that hole and bring him into this new family that won't abandon him like how his old one did. The next and final letter appeared to be intended for Joe Gacy. Howdy had this to say to him, quote, "You had followers and they betrayed you. They turned their backs on you, asking for help, asking for love, asking for someone, anyone to notice you. They all did nothing. I will give you a family. Let's teach them consequences." End quote. Howdy is, of course, referencing Joe Gacy's Schism faction. That faction was led by Gacy, but quickly fell apart in a hurry. But in Howdy's eyes, Joe Gacy was the victim there in that situation, and that's why he wants to welcome Gacy into the new family he's starting, in order to properly give Gacy what he was trying to form with the Schism. This live stream teaser was so amazing because of the unique way it took. in terms of handling the reveal of the faction members. Sometimes with factions, it can feel a bit messy and feel like it was a bunch of superstars that were thrown together out of nowhere. But this live stream and the uses of the letters provides great insight and backstory to why Uncle Howdy was so fascinated with each single individual and why he wanted to recruit them all. So the letters confirm the members of Erick Rowan, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy. We also can't forget the closing moment of the stream, which featured Howdy apparently traveling around and hand-delivering some of the letters. We get to also see the extended cut of the mysterious woman dressed in white lace. This is the same woman that's been flashed on the screen in previous teasers. But finally, during this moment, we get to see a much longer look at her. She's standing in a room full of candles with her back facing the camera. It's impossible to ever make out her face from the angles they give us, but some fans think that this woman's hair is mostly blonde. The camera cuts and we get an extreme close-up shot of the woman's hand, and her apparently pointing to someone in the direction of something. The camera cuts again and we see a zoomed-in smile on a man's bearded face. It didn't take long for fans to decode the man's smile. After lining up that smile with Bo Dallas's smile, fans fully believe that that was Bo with the smile at the end of the teaser. The gap in the teeth, the beard, and the smile all line up with Bo's. This apparently confirms that Bo Dallas was the one writing all those letters, after all. Like we've been discussing in recent weeks, these teasers have heavily been featuring a whole lot of Bo Dallas references. And to now see the bottom half of his face in the teaser with no Howdy mask covering his face, this really continues to have fans wondering if we'll get to see Bo Dallas, maybe in a somewhat normal state, and how Uncle Howdy will only be used on rare occasions, such as how the Fiend was used, or how the Demon Finn Balor is used. That seems very likely. The other big mystery is, of course, the mysterious woman giving out directions and possibly orders. It's unknown if the woman in the teaser is simply a placeholder and won't actually be involved in the faction plans, or if it's actually someone that will be involved in the real plans. The body and the hair don't really appear to match Nikki Cross. It definitely appears to look more similar to Alexa Bliss. It gives off the same vibes and look that Alexa pulled off back during the 2020 Swamp fight, where she was wearing something nearly identical as this woman. The teaser also gave us that super close shot of the woman's hand. So just how they compared the smile with Bo's smile, fans were doing the same detective work, trying to see if Alexa's hand and fingernails match this woman from the teaser. But fans are pretty split on that outcome. Some think that the hands match, while others don't think so. So Howdy, Bo Dallas, didn't make a letter out for Alexa Bliss. But that mysterious woman at the end of the teaser is still making fans hold out hope that Alexa Bliss is still involved in the faction, and how her involvement is kept a secret as a surprise. Some fans are theorizing that a letter wasn't made out to Alexa Bliss because she's simply high in command with this entire operation, either as the #1 shot caller or maybe as Uncle Howdy's right-hand lieutenant. Howdy and Alexa are running things together with all those other 4 individuals under them. Definitely paints up the perfect picture for a pretty intimidating Wyatt 6 faction. But what are your thoughts on the new Uncle Howdy return teaser? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.